relationship and romance.
Together we can go to the skies, onwards and upwards.
Take to the air with Ride On. And the roads. And the beaches. And the racetracks. For the best in moving experiences.
Oh, this is outrageous!
It's outrageous.
It's outrageous, that is, isn't it?
Ride On, Tuesdays at 8 on 4.
Good evening from Dallas. Actually, we made up that second quote, but that's effectively what the Cowboys said with their dismantling of the Dolphins in Miami last week. And the defending Super Bowl champions now have a 4-game winning streak, a streak that started against the team they play today, the Eagles. The Cowboys went into that game with just 1 win out of 4, but after going 10-0 down, they rallied to win and now lie just 1 game behind the Eagles in the NFC East.
This game isn't about just winning a football game tonight, it's about respect.
The game had a big impact on the Eagles too, though perhaps not the one they expected, when Rodney Peete went down and out for the season, making the inexperienced Ty Detmer their starting quarterback.
This is a serious hit on our football team. You know, we've lost our starting quarterback, and now we're going with Ty, who has been the backup this year. But, you know, regardless of who lines up and play, we still have to find a way to get the job done.
Well, as it turned out, Ray Rhodes needn't have worried because the Eagles have won 3 in a row since that game, and a large part of the reason has been the play of Ty Detmer, who's thrown 5 touchdown passes and performed better than anyone expected. We'll talk a bit more about Ty in a minute, but since we're in Dallas and we've got our Cowboys correspondent Drew Pearson with us, we're going to start with the home team. And Drew, the man who wears your old number, Michael Irvin, number 88, because since he came back from his drug suspension the game after the Eagles game, the Cowboys have looked very different on offense, haven't they?
Yeah, he brings a new dimension to the offense. He brings an all-pro receiver to the offense, something they didn't have the first 5 games of the season. And he also brings Troy a go-to guy. So when there's a clutch situation, a 3rd and short, 3rd and long, or a situation where they need a pass or a first down, he's going to Michael Irvin.
Now, we saw him have a huge day against small cornerbacks in Miami last week. But the Eagles last year drafted a man who could have been genetically engineered to cover Michael Irvin, an inch taller at 6'3", Bobby Taylor.
Yeah, Bobby Taylor's an excellent quarterback, and he's actually made his reputation off of Michael Irvin the last 2 games they played against each other. So I guarantee you Michael's going to be a little fired up in going against this matchup today. But Bobby Taylor is a prototype cornerback to cover a receiver the size of Michael Irvin.
Quickly, what do you think about Ty Detmer? He's had 3 great games, but he's facing a great defense today.
Yeah, he's a very good quarterback. He can throw the football. At BYU, he was a passer, not a handoff guy. So with the Cowboys, they can't let him get confidence. Once they stop Ricky Waters, if they can do that and force Detmer to throw, they can't let him get confidence in that pocket because he has a very good arm and he's very smart and he knows that West Coast offense very well.
Well, almost game time, and we've hardly mentioned Ricky Waters or Emmitt Smith, 2 of the league's best running backs. I'm sure John Madden will mention them in between telestrating hot dogs in the car park. He's commentating on the game with Pat Summerall. Here it is.
Anderson approaches. Herschel Walker back deep for Dallas. And that's going to be Herschel. That is Herschel. There goes Herschel.
Watch the wedge start to the left. Good wedge. Herschel gets in behind that wedge, jumps over a guy, gets good block, and really doesn't even come up to a tackler until right there at about the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 6. And it's back to the 4. Armstrong on one side, to the right.
There's Ty J. Armstrong there for the blocking tight end.
Aikman intended for Ty J. Armstrong.
That's not Ty J. Armstrong's strength is catching the ball, and I saw him working on this short yardage the other day, and they threw the ball to him, and it hit him in the shoulder, and then it hit him in the head, and I didn't think that they would run that play to him, but they say that that's the guy that is open down here, the guy they're not going to cover, although they do have good coverage on him. You see Mike Zordich was right there with him coming off the ball.
Zordich inside the suit with him. Deion Sanders now. Flank right. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Aikman's pass hit Bobby Taylor in the helmet. Bounced away from Irvin.
Now we know that Bobby Taylor is going to line up, like you said earlier. Bobby Taylor is going to line up on Michael Irvin this whole day. That was Bobby Taylor's first play down there. Then we know in the rules that you do have to turn your head and look back to the ball. You can't just play the receiver.
Interference on the defense number 21.
That'll be an automatic first down. See, here they are right here. Here's Bobby Taylor right there. Now you see, he's okay there. He grabbed the jersey, and then that looked okay. I mean, you know, that hand that he got up there was after the ball was out of there. Now the thing they could have called him on was holding early, but that's not pass interference there. That's good defense down in the end zone. If they call that pass interference, that was a bad call on Bobby Taylor. The only thing he did do is he took a little cloth early.
First and goal at the 1. Pearson in motion, they missed it. Squirts into the end zone. Extra point is good, and the Cowboys quickly take the lead, 7-0. First and 10 at the 41. Detmer changing things around. Now he's ready to go. 51. Hit from behind by Charles Haley. There's always a question whether Haley's going to start. Based on our conversation with him yesterday, I would have thought he wouldn't play, but a couple of plays.
Well, you know, he has the bad back, and he just wonders and asks how many plays does he have left in this. And here's Charles Haley, and if he can play in any way, he had a shot this week. He just practiced one day, but Charles Haley is just an instinctive football player. Has played so long, really doesn't need a lot of practice.
Detmer back to throw. Has time this time. Intended for Jason Dunn, the tight end, bounced off his finger. Detmer is very impressive to converse with, to talk to, as we did yesterday.
Well, you know, he's been a football player all his life. His dad, Sonny Detmer, was his high school coach, and you know, coached him from the time he was a kid. And like he was telling us, when he was a little kid, like 3 or 4 years old, if he didn't get his elbow up when he'd throw, Sonny Detmer's dad wouldn't play catch with him. He said, if you're not going to put your elbow up when you throw, I won't play catch with you. So he said he learned when he was 3 years old to get his elbow up when he throws the ball.
His dad's still a high school coach in Mission, Texas, home of Tom Landry. Detmer out of the pocket, throws high, incomplete. Flag on the play. That's got to be against Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Ty Detmer's all the way down there to argue with it. Barry Switzer is arguing from the Cowboys sideline. Ty Detmer is all the way downfield where he threw that ball. He just followed the pattern down there, and he's going to help those officials because he said he saw it all the way. He was flushed out of the pocket by Charles Haley on a stunt.
On the defense, number 26.
Kevin Smith.
First down.
See, here's Kevin Smith right here. And again, it's going to be a scramble. Kevin Smith starts out okay, but you see, he gets that hand in there. First of all, it's a little hole, but the other thing is it's after 5 yards. Now, from the line of scrimmage, 5 yards deep, you can hit him. After the receiver gets beyond that 5 yards, the defensive back can't even touch him before the ball gets there.
There's not supposed to be any kind of contact. There is, but there's not supposed to be. 14-yard penalty. First and 10 Eagles. Jimmy Johnson, rating 8. Not Ricky Waters.
Well, one thing that they wanted to establish, the Eagles did, is a passing game. You know, they have this West Coast offense, and Ray Rhodes, of course, coached at both San Francisco and Green Bay. The offensive coordinator is John Gruden, who was with the 49ers in Green Bay. And so they have this same type of offense. And one of the ideas, one of the theories of that offense is that you throw early, you throw the ball to set up the run rather than run to set up the pass.
Fires the man in motion on 1st and 10. They have a screen pass called at the right time. Kevin Turner surges inside the Cowboy 30. Broderick Thomas and Fred Strickland combined to make the stop.
But you just have a feeling that this Ty Detmer just knows how to play football. You know, he knows how, on a screen pass, you want to draw the line in, draw them in, make them get beyond that back and line so that you can form your screen with the offensive lineman and get it to your back. But you could just see Ty Detmer drawing that defensive pass rush towards it.
At the 30, maybe lost a yard. Tony Tolbert led the charge on defense with an assist to Broderick Thomas.
One of the things about Ricky Waters is you want to get him off to a good start. I think that's important. Remember 2 weeks ago against the Miami Dolphins, he had 173 yards and he got a big run early. Last week he had trouble against Carolina. And I've always felt, even when he played with the 49ers, that if he doesn't get off to a good start, he's easily frustrated.
3rd and 7. 3 wide receivers. Detmer has time. Pass is caught at the 15 by Christy Jones. 1st down, Eagles.
There is a big wide receiver. I mean, look at Chris T. Jones, only in his 2nd year, but he's 6'3". You see, he's a good target in the middle. When you got a guy like Ty Detmer, you need, if you're going to throw in the middle for any guy, you like to have a big receiver, either a tight end or a big wide receiver work in the middle. And that's what Chris T. Jones is. He's a big, strong guy, and it's easy to see that 82 in the middle.
1st down, Eagles. At the Dallas 15. Cowboys leading 7-0. Detmer back to throw it. Looking in the corner for Freddie Solomon, incomplete.
That was an audible. I don't know what Ty Detmer saw, but you usually don't think that a guy who's only caught 1 pass all year. I see something here I like. I see him against Deion Sanders. I'm going to go man-to-man, but that's what he saw.
How could you like it too much?
I know Freddie Solomon, he caught his first pass last week. And you see him matched up man-to-man. Deion Sanders is going to play down here. He's always going to be there. So whoever you put out there is going to be man-to-man on Deion.
Chris T. Jones is out there this time. This is Ricky Waters. Waters pounds inside the 5. That should be just about a 1st down for Philadelphia. Teague made the stop.
And that's what Ricky Waters needed, too, was a pretty good run early. And you're going to see him here, and he's going to come right in this area here. They're going to work right on that right side. You see, he pulls the tackle, just comes straight up, gets a block right there, gets a good block to free him. Makes a good cutback. You see, he starts to the outside like he's going to go outside, then plants that right leg and just cuts back. And the first guy there is the safety, George Teague. This is a pretty good drive. This is
a very good drive.
An impressive drive because, you know, we're talking about the strength of this Cowboy team being their defense. They're number 2 in the league. But this Eagle offense has looked very good on this drive.
1st and goal at the 5.
This is the 13th play.
Eagle touchdown. Anderson's extra point ties it.
Emmitt Smith produced his longest run of the season, a 24-yarder, to get the Cowboys moving again at the end of the first quarter. The drive stalled at the goal line when Troy Aikman fumbled the snap, and Dallas had to settle for a short-range field goal attempt, which Chris Boniol converted easily. 10-7 Dallas then, and we'll take a break.
With Orange, everyone receives 12 months free insurance with free 24-hour replacement service and a free 3-year warranty. The future's bright. The future's Orange.
If you're determined to cut out smoking, ask your pharmacist. Nicorette. Enjoy life without cigarettes.
New relationship with TV and video products. Thompson, from technology to love.
AA Patrols fix more cars than anyone else. Join this winter. Call free on 0800 444 999.
Hernandez, that pile of junk you sold me broke down again.
Yeah, it's my problem. It's your car. It's your problem.
That car is guaranteed.
Oh, wise guy, huh? Well, wise up and read the small print and weep.
Listen, we can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Either way, you're not going to get your money back.
So you just gonna rip me off?
You're not the first, and you sure won't be the last. And there's nothing you can do about it.
That was a commercial break for Hernandez Motors. And this is Ray signing off on Reef Radio.
Bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye, Daddy.
Magic Moments with Quality Street.
You love it, people.
Welcome back. After the opening exchange of touchdowns, things got a lot tighter. Dallas forcing Philadelphia to punt on their first possession of the second quarter, and the Eagles' defense returning the favor. So with just under 4 minutes left in the half, the Eagles have the ball at their own 20, down 10-7.
Detmer, the throw incomplete. No, it is complete. Irving Fryer. Looked like it was almost knocked down, and all of a sudden it slid to Irvin Pryor.
By Brock Marion.
Yeah.
Brock Marion was there, and he just dove at the ball. And watch Brock Marion. He's just going to go and dive at the ball, and the ball goes right beyond him. Watch. He takes a jump there. He goes to dive, and it goes right through him and into Irving Fryer's hand. Look how close that was to Brock Marion. How did Brock Marion miss that? Now that is pinpoint passing by Ty Detmer.
And concentration by the receiver. Flag on the play.
Irving Fryer is definitely his favorite target. Remember, 2 weeks ago when they played the Miami Dolphins, Irving Fryer caught 4 touchdown passes.
There was a false start on the offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Number 76 is a left tackle, Barrett Brooks. Again, anytime, once that line gets set, they can't have any movement at all. And if they have any movement, then that play is dead.
3 wide receivers. First and 15. And Detmer calls the draw play to Ricky Waters. Gets outside the 40.
Charles Haley was playing left defensive end for Tony Tolbert, and they took advantage of his pass rush. That's a place that you're going to run a draw. When you get a pass rush, here's Charles Haley, you invite him up the field, and then you run your draw inside of him. Get him to pass rush, get him to come up the field, and then watch the hole that you get. You see, when he gets up the field right here, now look at that cutback lane you have there.
Shante Carver's playing right defensive end, Haley on the left. Detmer pass is caught up the middle by Ed West, and the ball's loose after West is down. First down, Philadelphia at the Dallas 41. Blitz coming. Good call by the Eagles. Ricky Waters out of bounds at about the 30.
Well, we talked about the power that Ricky Waters has now, but he still has that speed and quickness. I mean, watch him. He's going to get the handoff and come across here, but watch how quickly he does. And he has his Joe Panos pulling, making the block there that springs him. But when he got that block from Panos, he really exploded.
First down, Philadelphia. Waters already has 60 yards and 9 carries. He scored the only Eagle touchdown. He gets another carry. Gets down to about the Cowboy 26, 27-yard line. Leon Lett caught him cutting back.
Ray Rhodes was telling us last night that we want to be able to run the ball. He said, we want smart runs, not dumb runs. And I said, well, what's a dumb run? He said, like running straight ahead at Leon Lett. And you see here, they're starting to the right. Now, if you're going to go at Leon Lett, the way you got there is with a cutback. That play wasn't supposed to be run at Leon Lett.
2nd and 7. Here's Detmer back to throw into the pocket. He's going to take off. Nudged out of bounds. Nudged pretty well by Darren Woodson.
He was nudged like 10 yards. His jersey off and his shoulder pad out and everything. You call that a nudge?
Remember the first game they played up in Philadelphia? It was a hit by Woodson.
Darren Woodson that knocked him out.
Yeah.
He said he didn't remember anything after that, and this just is a nudge. But again, when Darren Woodson, he is a powerful guy.
Yeah.
And when he nudges you, I mean, your equipment comes flying out of your jersey, your helmet gets out sideways, you're looking out your ear hole.
Nothing but net.
Stuff like that happens.
2 tight ends. Detmer. Out of bounds at the 1 is Mark Say. Made the reception.
I'll tell you one thing about Ty Detmer and this Philadelphia Eagle offense. They aren't afraid of Deion Sanders and Kevin Smith. They're working on him. They're getting good pass protection. But watch Mark Say. Watch him not only catch this ball, but keep both feet in. Boom, 1 down. Boom, 2 down.
No doubt about it.
I mean, first of all, you have to catch the ball, and then you have to have both feet in bounds when you catch it. He made a heck of a move to get in that position on Kevin Smith.
Turned him around.
Turned him completely around.
First and goal. Flag on the play.
Guys are jumping all over the place down there.
The center still got the ball, however.
Ollie McKenzie looked like he was shaking his head like he forgot to snap it.
Before the snap, there was a false start on the offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
He called it on 77, didn't he? That's Richard Cooper. Or was it 76?
76,
He called it on Barrett Brooks.
76.
Yeah, because Barrett Brooks and Guy McIntyre is playing left guard now. Here's Barrett Brooks right here. You see, he's up. Yep, there's that little move right there. He did it. Guy McIntyre is now playing left guard next to Barrett Brooks.
First and goal at the 6. Detmer, quarterback draw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a call play.
Watch number 62. You see him get and turn his man? That's what he had to do.
Yep. Extra point good. The Eagles take the lead.
And any chance of the Cowboys taking it back in the final seconds ended when Bobby Taylor stepped in front of Michael Irvin to break up this third down play.
So the half ends the way it started, with Bobby Taylor denying Michael Irvin the chance to catch a pass, and he hasn't had one all half.
Yeah, he hasn't caught any, but he has that one pass interference. But other than that, it's been Bobby Taylor's show, and he's pretty fired up. Michael Irvin's got to get it going. Troy's got to find some way, get him a short pass, get him into the football game.
On the other side of the ball now, let's not anoint him as the reincarnation of Joe Montana. Joe Montana's not dead for a start, but Ty Detmer's looked pretty good.
Yeah, and I said beginning of the show, if you give him confidence, if he gets that confidence early, he's going to be tough to deal with. And what's happening is the Cowboys are not putting any pressure on him, giving him time to throw. And one thing about Ty Detmer, he knows where to throw the football.
He's getting good help from Ricky Waters, too.
He certainly is. The running game is starting to come together for the Eagles. When that's going, that short passing game is going, it makes it very difficult for any defense to stop, even the #1 defense in the NFL.
And the Eagles have a 14-10 lead at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the first half of this week's highlights.
Where's my present?
Hey, I have a surprise for you.
A new car? You got me a new car?
Well, it better be European. You know I only like European. Ooh, it's a sports car. Real quiet. Come on, Vinny. Can't take it anymore. A Volkswagen. Polo! Ooh, of all the teeny cheap. What kind of a surprise is this?
Car is not the surprise.
This is our experience. And this will be yours. Beautiful hair. Try new Wella Experience with liquid hair. And wash in volume and shines. Day after day. Wella, perfectly you.
What if technology was capable of loving? Thomson, the innovator in digital technology, offers you a new relationship with TV and video products. A living relationship with objects that love you. Thomson, from technology to love.
Saving money makes me happy. Insurance made me happy. Getting me home after an accident made me happy. Yes, I'm happy. Car insurance costs less than I thought.
Call direct on 0800 444 777.
Charlie Tango, Charlie 1 to base, SPA on board.
NatWest have a small business advisor in every high street branch.
Have you got another woman in there?
Oh, God, break it up.
Every year, British Airways looks after the hopes and dreams of 30 million people. British Airways, the world's favourite airline.
Welcome back to Dallas. The defending Super Bowl champions trail the Eagles by 14 points to 10 and by a game, of course, in the NFC East. It's a close race in the NFC East, and it's even closer across in the AFC East, which is where we start the first half of this week's roundup.
The struggling Dolphins were at the surging Patriots, where Drew Bledsoe looked like a teenager being lectured by his dad, Bill Parcells. That was on the sideline. On the field, he's increasingly mature. Bledsoe had a huge day, and so did the huge Ben Coates, who takes more than 2 Miami cornerbacks to stop. He gave New England the lead, then secured it.
First down, Bledsoe again, to Coates. Breaks a tackle. Big man can run. Ben Coates, touchdown!
84 yards on that play for Coates, and I'm sure the scoreline doesn't look any better from Jimmy's side of the caption. This was a big game for both Eastern divisions. The Redskins leading the Eagles and Cowboys in the NFC. The Bills tied with the Colts and Patriots in the AFC, and they dominated the line of scrimmage, opening up huge holes for Derrick Holmes on offense and playing smothering defense. This Bryce Pop hit on Gus Frerotte in the third quarter gave Holmes the chance to put the game out of Washington's reach.
Derrick Holmes. And let's see. Touchdown. First and 10 at the 13. Derrick Holmes. No one to stop him. Touchdown.
So the Bills keep pace with the Patriots, which just left the Colts, who were at home to San Diego. Jim Harbaugh was wearing a visor to protect his broken nose. Unfortunately, it appeared to be tinted on the inside. Harbaugh, who only had 2 interceptions all season, threw 3 in the first quarter, and his turnovers led to 23 Chargers points.
Salisbury wide open. Catch made by Charlie Jones, and Jones has the touchdown. Short drop, lost it to the end zone. Oh, Martin for the touchdown. That's a great throw.
Sean Salisbury settling in as Stan Humphrey's replacement and beating the Colts on the road. Back in the NFC East, it was supposed to be a battle of former rivals for the Giants' quarterback spot, Kent Graham and Dave Brown, except they both went out hurt. In the end, Danny Cannell won the battle of the backups for New York.
And Cannell on the move. He's got the receiver, Lewis. Touchdown.
All right, the rest of the highlights coming up after the second half here. The Cowboys trail the Eagles by 14 points to 10, and Philadelphia will get the ball to start the second half.
They started with a punt, though, while Dallas opened up with a pass to Michael Irvin for his first catch of the game. Then a third down conversion by Kelvin Martin moved the Cowboys into Eagle territory.
10 Dallas at the 30. Aikman. Pass caught by Irvin. Now he's in his dance.
You see, that's the thing that they didn't do the first half. That's the thing that got him back into this game. The second one, here again, he's out here on the right. He's on Bobby Taylor. Bobby Taylor looking into the backfield, just feeling him, and then he tripped up. When Michael Irvin went to make his out cut, Bobby Taylor tripped, and then Michael Irvin was able to come off that. And I don't know what that is, but
I'm not sure either.
I don't think you need the after stuff, but the before stuff was pretty good.
2 tight ends for the Cowboys this time. Tom stands him in motion. Aikman back to throw. Deep. But Bjornsson incomplete. Bjornsson again playing with a bad ankle, and he just didn't have anything to turn on.
And Aikman is upset because he knew that that would have been a touchdown. And that was one of those things where you throw it, not where they are, but where they're going and where they're supposed to be. And I think Troy Aikman threw that one where Jay Novacek would have been.
Or Bjornsson if he were healthy.
Oh, in fact, talking about a healthy tight end, I think the Cowboys are going to sign Johnny Mitchell tomorrow.
Here's Emmett Smith. No place to go. Emmett stopped after he picked up about a yard by Michael Zordich. There's Jay Novacek in the Cowboy hat, of course.
Yeah, and he has that bad back that they thought maybe he'd be back at mid-season, maybe he'd be back at the end, and now you talk to most of the people on the Cowboys, the players, the coaches, and they don't feel that Jay Novacek will be back at all this year and probably never play football again. Watch William Thomas here play that cutback. That's what you have to do when they start away from you and you have an Emmitt Smith. You have to stay on that backside.
10, Aikman. Incomplete. Intended for Irvin. A dance not necessary.
Yeah, they're going to jump all over him on that slant. I mean, that's going to draw a crowd. That's not just going to be a corner. Here he is right here. Here's Michael Irvin. Now, when he gets inside of Bobby Taylor, it's not only going to be him, but it's going to be that safety sitting right there, too. Michael Irvin dropped that pass, though.
That's correct.
I mean, he made a pretty good move. He got inside. Troy Aikman hit him right in the hands, and Michael Irvin dropped it.
Bonio from 37 yards. And the kick is good.
That brought Dallas within a point, but the Eagles hit straight back with a touchdown pass from Ty Detmer to Irving Fryer to make it 21-13. We pick it back up after the kickoff.
Wilson in motion. Emmitt Smith gets the catch. Emmitt gets out to about the 38. Stopped by Ronnie Dixon.
Yeah, we talked about Eric Williams and William Fuller as that being a battle, but I'll tell you another guy that, you know, all the Cowboys and everyone said is a real warrior is Mark Tuanay.
Short of the first down by a couple of yards. James Willis took him down.
So Troy Aikman has finally started connecting with Michael Irvin, but the Cowboys trail by 8 at the end of 3 quarters. When we come back to start the fourth, they'll face a crucial 3rd and 2. See you in a couple of minutes.
You can't make many mistakes in this offense and to be successful. Everybody has to be at the right place. It's a precision offense. Everybody has to be in the right place at all times.
I'm here to promote the special edition course of Vegas, but I got carried away and blew the budget. So I persuaded Jeff here to film me with his camcorder. That's enough, Jeff. I'm so sorry, Vauxhall. I love the Corsa. I can still do it. Action! The gorgeous Corsa Vegas comes with 700 pounds worth of extras free, including central locking and sunroof, the board. The Corsa Vegas from Vauxhall, the small car with the big personality.
6 of our TIE fighters have been destroyed, and regrettably, our radar base has fallen into rebel hands.
Lord Vader, maybe you should try one of these. They actually help you breathe more easily.
Tunes really do help you breathe more easily.
They taste great. But they come in 3 fruity flavors. Well, you grow older. And now I realize how much Dad and I have in common. Like his love of old cars. In fact, some say I'm the image of my father, just before he started losing his hair. So I decided to break a family tradition.
Regain is the only product medically proven to restrict common hereditary hair loss, with visible results in 4 out of 5 men. Regain. Break a family tradition.
To make time for the more important things, we have to decide to do less. That is why at the Bristol & West, we specialize only in the more important financial matters. Mortgages, savings, investments, and nothing else.
After a hard, hard day, or a long, long night, Radox is a secret blend of 13 herbs.
Unwind weary bodies and wake up sleepy heads.
Night, Pet.
Good morning, darling.
Trust Radox to relax and revive body and mind.
Every year, British Airways looks after the hopes and dreams of 30 million people. British Airways, the world's favorite airline.
Before we go back to the game, here's your chance to win a Christmas trip to Miami, where you can sit on South Beach, hold your stomach in, and imagine how you could have looked in your cosy if you hadn't eaten that entire box of mince pies. There are games, of course, too. The Bills against the Dolphins, and a 2-hour flight away, the Falcons taking on the Rams in Atlanta. For weekly winners, there's plenty of stuff that can be rewrapped and passed off as something you bought yourself. The Hall of Fame feature on Blitz this week was all about Joe Namath of the Jets. But a few years before he arrived, the team was called something else. We want to know what. Call the usual number 0891 444 444 between now and midnight on Thursday and tell us whether it was the Sharks, the Titans or the Yankees.
Back at Texas Stadium, Pat Summerall with John Madden. Ray Rhodes, Eagles leading 21-13, 3rd and 2.
Now, what the Cowboys have to think here is two things. They're down 21-13. Either, score a touchdown, and then if they do, then they have to go for 2 to get a tie. Or the other thing is if they get down here, get a field goal, and then get a touchdown later. So any of those combinations, and of course the Eagles are defending against that. No, they stop the touchdown, but if they do, they're going to go for 2.
Just as he let it go, thrown to Emmitt Smith, who lost the ball, rolls out of bounds. It still belongs to Dallas. Aikman hit hard just as he cut it loose.
Yeah, one thing this Eagle team is doing is they're just out quicking the Cowboys. I mean, I think they're out hitting them. I think they're out hustling them. I mean, they're just getting there. That time Fuller, he just ran right around Eric Williams, and Larry Allen came out to help, and he went right around him to hit Troy Aikman. But it looks like on both offense and defense that they're getting off first, that they're getting that little punch first, and they're beating them to the punch.
2nd and 10, Irvin split wide right. Sanders is to the left. Emmitt Smith. And Emmitt gets close to midfield, just a little shy. Ray Farmer made the stop. 4-yard pickup. So it'll be 3rd and 6.
And Emmitt Smith isn't still the runner that he was a year ago and the year before that and the year before that, because you see what happened even on that play when he got in that hole, instead of exploding, he was just kind of looking where he was going to go down. See, he has a lead block. Now, instead of exploding right there, he just kind of leaned and just went right down into the carpet. Where Ricky Waters today is, boom, he's exploding.
3rd and 6, the Eagles showing blitz. They don't. Aikman gets it to Kelvin Martin, a flag on the play.
Aikman was great on that play, heading it in there. I mean, he knew he was going to get hit. A quarterback has a clock in his head, and he knows when he's going to get it. He knew he was going to get it, and he had to wait and wait and wait for Kelvin Martin. Then he took the hit, but he got the ball to Kelvin Martin.
He was saying that Kelvin Martin is so valuable because he has such a knowledge of the pass game, that he knows what everybody else is doing, and he knows how to get open.
Holding by the defense, number 36, during the foul.
Holding by Zornich.
First down.
They decline it. That's a big first down there.
Yeah, this is Kelvin Martin here, but watch Watch the protection here. You start to get protection, and the penalty was right there against Eric Bjornsson. They held him. But you see what Troy Aikman was waiting for is that was an option pass, and Kevin Martin started to the end, then he had to go out, and Troy Aikman had to wait for him.
Fake to him at Smith. Aikman's pass. Ty J. Armstrong incomplete. Johnson wins in motion. Pass to Deion Sanders is caught behind him, and that'll be enough for another Cowboy first down.
That was a heck of a catch by Deion Sanders. First of all, you don't expect him to run a slant. When he became a wide receiver, they said, oh, Deion Sanders will never run to the inside, take all those hits from linebackers and safeties. He ran a slant, but then that catch that he has here, catching the ball behind him. Look, that ball's thrown behind. He has to reach behind. The corner is there, and the safety is there, and he just looked that ball right into his hand.
He surprised Vincent with an inside move.
I think he surprised the safety that he went inside.
No, this is Sherman Williams. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a couple.
William Fuller was the guy that got in there. And Fuller's starting to win some of those battles now. Here he is out here again. He's going to get up the field to get the penetration. You see, he got up the field, made the play right there. I mean, that's a heck of a play to hold on like that. But the big thing is getting up the field. See, he took Eric Williams, and he got up the field, got into the backfield, and there was no place for Williams to go.
What a great play. 2nd and 13. Johnson goes in motion. Aikman back to throw. The middle to Michael Irvin. Irvin down at about the 13. Again out of the slot.
Yeah, and the Cowboys are starting to move Michael Irvin around and not just leaving him outside, but moving him from right to left, from outside receiver to slot, doing all those kinds of things.
The measurement. I thought he had a first down. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't have a first down. Going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and about a yard.
Michael Irvin thinks he had the first down.
He was really upset because they marked where they marked. Here's Emmett. First down and more. It'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
And Emmett looked like Emmett on that time. He exploded on that one. He took off there. I mean, he didn't go. He wasn't looking for a place to go down on that one. He just hit right through he went right behind Larry Allen. That's not a bad place to go, because when you get behind Larry Allen, you know that you're going to get some movement. I mean, here's going to be the crack. It's just going to be straight ahead. You see Larry Allen right there, just get right in behind him, and everyone was down, and he just jumped over it.
2 tight ends, 1st and goal at the 7. Emmitt Smith again. Touchdown. Now do they go for 2?
Yeah, they have to go for 2. They have to start celebrating to go for 2. Don't carry that one off, Emmett. Just let someone else carry it off for you.
And put your hat back on.
Get your hat on there. You're still playing.
The 4th most in the history of the NFL for Emmitt Smith. Rushing touchdowns, that is.
They're working on someone's hat there. Someone's in there without a hat, and I think it's Emmitt Smith.
It's Emmitt.
Yeah, they had to bring him another hat.
And they are going for 2.
That one doesn't look like it fits as well.
The Eagles lead it 21-19. This could tie it. Walker is the man in front of the He got the 2 to Bjornsson as he fell down. That tied it.
An 84-yard drive, and the Cowboys back in the end zone for the first time since their opening possession of the game. Their defense shut down Ricky Waters on the Eagles' next possession. So as we pick it back up, Dallas have the ball at their own 27 after a punt.
Kevin Williams, the deep back. Aikman trying to buy some time, chased by Fuller. And Aikman slides out of bounds.
You know, we got the word where Troy Aikman went, you know, when they scored a touchdown, then they went for 2. and then they got the 2, then the whole team went to the left, and Troy Aikman went to the locker room to go to the bathroom.
Is that official?
Yeah, that's official. Well, you wonder, did he hurt something? His shoulder, Ed, did he, hurt his arm? Did he do something? And all he had to do was go to the bathroom. I don't think in all my years that I have ever seen a guy in the middle of a game when the score was tied in a division rivalry. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback go to the bathroom.
I've seen it happen in tennis. Aikman back to throw. Incomplete. Michael Irvin, the intended receiver. Bobby Taylor, the defender.
Hey, Bobby Taylor's done an excellent job all day, but especially in the first half. Here's Michael Irvin in the slot here. You see Taylor getting that bump and the hold and the grab and everything illegal you can do.
Yeah.
Bobby Taylor had good coverage on that time, but 3/4 of it was illegal. But the Cowboys offense have gotten a lot better in this second half when Michael Irvin caught 4 passes. Not only his part of it, but the whole offense has gotten better.
Watch Kelvin Martin. Aikman. Pass is picked off. The interception by James Fuller. Aikman threw it on the way down and probably shouldn't have.
And you wonder where that play come from. How many years have you been watching the Cowboys and see him sprint out? Watch Troy Aikman is going to come out here, and this is an organized sprint.
Yeah.
He's rolling out here, and you see they got that gate there. He's getting pressure from Hollis right there, and he hits him just as he throws the interception.
Irvin waving his hands, but Fuller read it coming.
And he tried to throw it to Irvin too. Hollis Thomas was right on Troy Aikman as he threw it, and you wonder where that play came from.
First down, Eagles at the Cowboy 35. And Ricky Waters gets the carry, and Waters slashes to the 30.
And we talk about how accurate that Troy Aikman is and has been, and one of the great pocket passers of all time. That time he goes on a rollout or a sprint out or whatever that was, and that's his first interception this year. Troy Aikman doesn't throw interceptions.
No.
I think that it was a totally different look, and it was something he was trying to force one.
Waters over 100 yards. First opposing runner to do that against the Cowboy defense this year. Flag on the play.
Before the snap, there's a false start on the offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, it remains second out.
That was against the Eagles before the ball was snapped. I think it was against the left guard, Joe Panos. It said number 72. It would be the right guard, Joe Panos. Guy McIntyre's playing left guard now. They have a 3-guard rotation, Panos and McIntyre. Lester Holmes. Panos is playing right now, and Guy McIntyre is a left guard.
2nd and 10. 7 minutes, just over 7 left. Tie score at 21. Lick put the pressure on, but Detmer gets it out of there to Irving Pryor. And that's enough for an Eagle first down.
This Ty Detmer's a battler, isn't he?
I tell you what.
I mean, he just hangs in there. I mean, it's amazing how he just stands in there in the protection and the rush, and you know he's only 6 foot, and guys have their hands up there, and watch this, Shante Carver, 96. He gets his hands up there, and Ty Detmer throws it right between his hands.
Almost hit him in the head.
But he had to throw it above his head and between his arms.
2 tight ends for the Eagles, 1st and 10.
They get points for him.
Waters hammers down inside the Dallas 20. Reshaped job on Dixon. Score tied at 21, 5:55 left now as the clock continues to run.
Look here in the red zone, the first 8 games, 8 today, 3 touchdowns allowed.
2nd and 4. Waters again. Waters will get just about the 4. Not quite enough for the first down.
You know, sometimes a running back, you know, has to be a slasher, and sometimes you have to be patient. And that's what Ricky Waters was on that play. I mean, he goes out there and he kind of sets things up and he waits for the blockers to come. Watch a little patience here. See, right there, that's patience. See, wait. See the patience, and then boom, and then take him.
Waters deep. Waters has the first down.
I would think that the Eagles want to do everything at a very slow pace.
There's Irving Fryer, who was shaken up 2 plays to go, blocking Fred Strickland.
He came in on a crackback, and you'll see him coming in here and blocking Fred Strickland. Here's number 80, Irving Fryer, and right there, you see the collision right there with Fred Strickland. And they took Irving Fryer out, and they're still working him on the Eagle sideline.
First down, Eagles at the Cowboy 14. Waters again, looking for some place to go and getting back for maybe a yard. There's Irving Fryer. He had, incidentally, tied his career record for receptions today with 9. That's the 3rd time he's tied it. Way down to about the 12, stopped by Shante Carver.
And I think the Eagles ought to take a shot here for a touchdown. Playing the Cowboys in Dallas, I wouldn't be satisfied with a field goal here. I think they've got to get a shot for a touchdown.
Denver's going to take a shot. Pass was deflected. A flag on the play. Shante Carver, the deflection, but a penalty marker down.
It hit Raleigh McKenzie in the head, and that's a penalty. That's the first touch was an offensive lineman. It hit his center, Raleigh McKenzie, right in the helmet.
And isn't that a loss of a down?
Loss of down.